Hey guys, this is a person like you. I'm just going to do a little tutorial on the new SoulSplit server, because when I first joined I knew it was really confusing to me, also just where to get all this little stuff. So I decided to make a little tutorial on the SoulSplit server and just show you what's going to happen when you first join. Now when you first join, of course, I suggest you do go through a tutorial. It'll pop up on your main screen saying, hey, take this tutorial, and you get some supplies. It's really helpful. It gives you some stuff for ranging, like a cannon and a bunch of cannonballs and a bunch of runes. It's just really nice to do. So the first thing I want to go over is these stalls right here. Now most servers, if you've ever played a RuneScape private server, will have these stalls. But the really cool thing about this is that they all have their own thieving level. It's really nice because they give money based on the stall. So this one you don't have any requirements for because it's the first stall, obviously. But the higher you go up, the more money you're going to make. And eventually you'll make a lot of cash from this, which is really nice starter cash. And then, so after you do that, I suggest you check out these altars over here. Of course, they have the Ancients altar, and then they have the different Prayers altar right here, and the regular altar, which is really nice because you get a bunch of bones, or you buy a bunch of bones, and you can use them here, and that's really quick prayer XP. So over here, which is pretty cool to me, is the machines, kind of like the slot machine. What I do is whenever I'm working on fletching or something like that, fletching willow bows or something like that, whatever my fletching level is, I bring the unfinished fletching bows, or fletched bows, and I put them in here, and you have a chance of getting 500,000 coins every time you use the slot machine here. And out of a whole inventory, I think I only got one thing, 500,000. But that's a lot of money for just a bunch of junk items, so it's really cool to use. And then of course there's the furnace here and the anvil, which is nice because you just run back and forth through the bank. And there's also an astral altar right over there. So if you ever need to use that, it's right there. Now I'm going to roll it over here because this section PKers will really like. Pures, hybrids, and all you people like that. I'm not much of a PKer, so I don't use this section very much. But over here, of course, this guy named Scrambles, he's going to be selling you all sorts of sets that you need, hybrid, pure, melee, range, and magic. And he'll give you pots, and food, arrows, and so forth like that. And then what's really cool is they have this bank booth right here. So you can just grab all your stuff real quick and run right back out. You don't even have to worry about running all the way to Hedgefield. And if you die, you do spawn right here. So you can just run over, gear up again, and run right back out. What's really cool also is they have just a little altar right here, so you finish your PKing adventures, you run up, pray, and you're back in the fight. And let's go over here to the shop. This lady, she will change your clothes and your appearance, and then the guild master right here, he will sell you your 99 capes once you get them. So it's pretty cool. And then Brian right here, he's more of a PK guy. He has the obsidian capes and the sharks. That's what I usually come from, the sharks, which are really nice. And I bought these dragon gloves right here. They're the best you can get until you get barrows from Slayer, and I'll explain all that. So that's a really good shop to know. Zaf, he's a mage guy. He's going to sell you the barrage spells, vengeance cells, and then 1,000 of each rune, which is really nice because you can just get a bunch of runes in one go. And then this, of course, the mage shop, but it's really cool because it sells the Gothic Samurai book and also the Armadale book. Sorry, which is really nice for range. It also has the wizard boots, which is pretty cool. Then over here is the guy who sells just armor in general. He's going to sell the starter armor, of course, but I usually don't buy any of the starter gear except for the rune and the initiative, just because the rune I use whenever I'm just doing regular PVM, and the initiate I just use for prayer and so forth. Okay, and over here is the weapon shop, which is really nice for starter weapons, such as the Dragon Scimitar and Rune Scimitar. And at this moment, this server does not have any actual quests, so there's no requirements for any of these except for the actual level to wield them. So it's actually pretty cool. Alright, so over here is the ranging shop, which is really nice. It gives you that gear for ranging, but I do suggest you use what the tutorial gives you at the beginning, because it'll give you the cannon, the bronze arrows, the cannonballs, and a bow, and that'll get you up real quick, so you don't even have to buy this simplistic gear right here. You can just hop right up to the runite bolts. And then of course this guy, the shopkeeper, he's going to sell you just your basic stuff right here. And now I'm going to run over here, and this is Max the Traveler. He's going to sell you all your other basic gear that you need, such as iron pickaxes, fishing equipment, and also an enchanted dip. The enchanted gem is going to be for Slayer, so I definitely suggest you pick that up. It's only 1 coin, as you can see. And also the Ring of Kinship will get you to the dungeoneering area. Also, this chest, sorry guys, I keep doing that. It's because I have some stuff in my mouth that I just had surgery on. So this chest right here is for the crystal keys, so it's really nice. You can just, whenever you get a crystal key, you just come straight to this chest, or you can buy one also. And then here's a sawmill operator. Obviously, I hope you would know what that is. It's where you bring your logs to be made into planks. Over here is the estate agent. Ooh, sometimes there's a couple glitches in the game, but it just came out, so give it a chance. Of course, this is the guy that's going to sell you your shop, your house, as you know from just regular RuneScape. Alright, and that's everything for the spawn location. I do want to show you the market, and also, as that guy says right there, where's the Slayer Masters? If you activate the gem, just by simply clicking on it, it'll say take me to Slayer Master, and it'll give you a list of all the Slayer Masters. Go to the next page, and there'll be the rest right there. You can click it again even, and it'll give you kills left, which I really like, because it'll show me I have 96 Dagonauts left, which is really, really awesome to me. And then also, if you type market, just like this, semicolon, semicolon, it'll bring you to the market. Right now, it does not. The server does not have a GE. I don't know if they're implementing one or if they're implementing anything along the lines, but this is a simple market where you can come and sell your stuff. And you just right click, view shop, and you can click on stuff and it'll give you how much that item is. Once again, you just go right click over the name and then view shop, and it'll give you all the items they have, which is pretty cool. And one thing I do want to mention, if you do the market setup again, the market command, it'll bring you here and it'll tell you how to collect, how to go to your shop, and how to advertise. Now when you do advertise, it will only advertise if you stay AFK. So you have to do the advert, and then let's just do radius, yeah, there. Now it'll only advertise that as long as you're in the market. As soon as you leave, it'll stop advertising. So don't just think that you can leave and advertise. And then you do the My Shop, and boom, it'll show all the stuff that you're selling at the moment. And people can only look at your shop while you're in the market. So that's a little difficult, but most of the time your stuff gets sold after just a couple seconds. I mean, not a couple seconds, but a couple minutes after you get here. A lot of people come by and just check everything out. Now, let me go home real quick, and I'm going to explain some other stuff real quick. So, these are your other commands. These are the home teleport, obviously, which will take you to Edgeville, which is what I just did. These are the training teleports. It's going to be yaks, rock crabs, and so forth like that. If you do the tutorial, it'll stop you at rock crabs and you can train up a little bit. This is mini games, so it's pest control, dual arena, barrows, and the cave area. The area where you can get the fire cave. The Warriors Guild, Castle Wars, and stuff like that. This is the boss teleport. Now, not all these bosses are implemented yet, but they are planning on doing that. They're updating stuff almost every day. It's quite ridiculous, which is really cool though. And then all the bosses in here. I know the Phoenix isn't in yet, but they are adding that, so it is coming. PKing teleport, of course, for all you people that want to PK. So you'll really like that section. And then this is the skilling section. And it's just going to go from skill to skill over the areas that you need to go to start that skill, essentially. The city teleports. Let's say you want to go somewhere, but you just want to go to the city, because there are certain people in the cities that will help you with stuff. This dungeoneering not the dungeoneering, just the dungeon teleport. It'll teleport you to all the dungeons in the game right now, which is pretty cool. So you can just go straight to those areas. I do want to run to Varrock real quick to show you this guy over here. So this is where you get loyalty points for voting, and I'll show you how to vote in a little bit. And you can open your loyalty shop in here, and he has all this stuff that basically says, hey, I voted. And also, it also has titles in here, so you can start getting the titles. And just to end off the video, I do want to show you some stuff that will help you know all the commands in the server. So you're just going to do, oops, I can smell commands. Enter it like that, and it will show you all the commands in the game, which is really, really, really nice. So instead of just asking somebody or something like that, it just do this and it'll show you everything, which is really nice, especially because it'll, enter fishing, and boom, you're in the fishing spot. And this is the one I use the most because I do Slayer a lot. It's check drops, and then you enter the monster's name. You don't actually enter monster's name. So example, you're gonna hit, you're gonna enter check drops, and then for example, iron dragons. What a pop-up wall that they enter. And it'll have stuff like the slot machine, where it teleports emptying your inventory. Sorry. Change your password, reset your task, which is really nice. Let's say you get a really crappy task, you just enter that command right there and reset the whole task, and it won't cost you any points. High scores, their YouTube, how to donate. Forums is really nice because it will show you all the guides on how to kill bosses and so forth like that. And so it'll have roof off, roof on, HD, all these items. And one thing I do want to show you is just how the drops, the command on how to look at the drops work. So if you go here, it says check drops monster's name. So let's say I want to check the drops on, let's say Iron Dragons. Just do that, boom. It'll enter all the drops into your chat right here, which is really, really cool, I think. And so that's all that I'm going to leave you with. I hope to see you guys in the server. I've really enjoyed it. I've only played 8 hours of it, not that much. It's a really enjoyable server, very fast paced, and they're always adding stuff to it. So there's no reason you can ever get bored in this server. So once again, I hope to see you guys in the server, and